What is up, guys? In today's video, we are going to be reviewing coffees. So here's what we did. We went around Anderson and got a mixture of local coffees and then a mixture of chain coffees. It's all straight black coffee. There's no cream or anything like that. And we're gonna be ranking it from best. So best is gonna be over here on this side with the big plant to worst, which is gonna be over here on this side with the little plant. So what Elizabeth is gonna do, she's gonna help me out. She's gonna pour the coffee into cups that aren't labeled or anything so that I'm not biased. I don't know which coffee I'm drinking. I'm basing it off of purely just flavor. Then at the end, when I find out which coffees are which and everything, we're gonna look at the price and I'm gonna rank them based on price, whether or not I think it is worth the money that they charge for this small black coffee. I hope you enjoyed this video. All right, so Elizabeth has went ahead and poured the coffee into like non-labeled cups. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with the first one and I'm gonna rank them based off of taste. I feel like I gotta smell it first. Based on look, it's like see-through, and that's not a good sign when it comes to coffee. All right, but who knows? All right. Yeah. That's not good. That's like watered down. Ugh, that is not good. It's not strong at all. I was right about it being see-through. It's like really watered down. Like this is the kind of coffee you get that tastes so bad when you like have it black that you just dump creamer in there and basically drink milk. All right, I'm done with that. Anyways, technically though, that is the best one I've had so far. So for now, we can move these around. That is going in the best spot. I don't think it's gonna stay there though. All right, the next one. Now this is a little bit more like it. This is darker. I don't know if you can see this. Am I about to pour this coffee out? I don't even know if you just saw any of that. This is way darker. It's not like see-through. I think it has a good smell to it. I don't know. We'll see. Now that has an interesting flavor. That almost has a fruity flavor. Like I don't mean to sound like a total coffee snob right now, but I'm getting some hints and some notes at the moment. Like I'm not joking. That tastes like a fruit drink. It's like when it hits my taste buds, it's coffee, and then immediately after it tastes like I'm drinking like orange something or another, but it's good. It's flavorful, it's unique. And for that reason, it's gonna move into our number one spot. All right, reiterating, we got another dark coffee, so it's not totally weak. I'm not gonna lie, this coffee smells like gasoline. Like that's not a joke. This coffee smells, not even like kind of like gasoline, or nor do I mean just like a gas station. I mean, this coffee smells and reeks of gasoline. Oh my gosh. I feel like I need to stop or I'm gonna get high. All right. That's not good. It's not awful. It's just like this basic, strong coffee. Maybe if it was really heated up, I would like it. Like if it was blazing hot, because that kind of masks some of the flavor. Okay, the more I drink it, it's not that bad. It's like a good, strong coffee. Maybe I just had a little bit of that fruity flavor still stuck in my mouth. I don't know. The fruit one's pretty darn good. So we're gonna move that one into second place. But after 3 sips, I wanna take back a lot of the negativity. That's like a good, basic, strong black coffee. All right, Elizabeth is going to give us our very first coffee fact. You didn't even know we were doing that.
Hi, I'm here with all of the coffee facts. And by that, I mean I Googled them. All right. You want to hear the very first coffee fact that I found? We have a lot of interesting ones. Okay, so I'm kind of trying to figure out which one to choose. But right now, I think I'm gonna go with that Hawaii is the only American state that grows coffee.
No.
That's what the internet says.
There's a ... Did you read the rest of it?
Well, the internet's always right. I just think that's very interesting. To be honest, I didn't know anyone in America grew coffee. It's like growing the plant, not that they roast it. It's like
yeah, like the actual growth.
That's
of course, it needs like a pretty like warm climate there, right?
I don't know.
So,
I guess so. Oh wow.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Yes, it says good coffee growing conditions require high altitudes, tropical climates, and rich soil. There is only one state, Hawaii, which is able to grow coffee. It has been producing coffee even before it was a state. Only recently, though, farms in California started growing coffee bushes.
What's the difference?
I don't know.
Or is there?
Maybe they haven't grown coffee yet. They just have been growing coffee.
They're like
bushes.
just getting in the game.
Like, they're not like actively selling it and growing it.
If Hawaii can do it, I feel like Florida could maybe, but
maybe. I don't
know. That's pretty interesting though.
Yeah, pretty interesting. All right, coffee fact is done. You're welcome.
Give us the next one. Oh, okay. Dark roast, I can see through it just a little bit, but we'll show it some grace. Good, like, light smell. Whatever that means, dude. I would prefer it to be a little bit stronger, but I think part of the reason is it's not, like, freshly made, because we had to go pick them up. I think this is good coffee. I could be totally wrong, but I feel like this is from one of the good places. Like, if it was hot, it's got, like, a smoothed, balanced flavor. The more I drink it, the less I like it, so I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna move it into second place, and here's why. I'm going to bank that if I heated that up and got it real hot, or if I would have drank that right when they made it, that it would have been decent. So that's why it's sliding into second place. This one's pretty dark. It smells good. This one's a little similar to that last one. This is good coffee. I can already tell it right here. This is like good quality coffee. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this one would be my favorite. Fresh. It has got a nice, like actual distinct flavor. It's got like little hints, little notes and hints of things in there. It's not overbearing. It's not like that when you drink black coffee and all you taste is bitter. Like, it's actually got a bunch of flavors in it, and it's smooth. Like, it's not like too aggressive, so you actually pick up on stuff. So I'm gonna say that's like some really good coffee. I don't know. Oh gosh. Oh, that tastes awful. That actually might, I'm not drinking that again. That's actually worse than the one that's currently in last place. This doesn't even taste like coffee. This tastes sour. This tastes like it's bad. Like it will make me sick at the end of this video. That is by far one of the worst tasting coffees I've ever had. If they served me this and I knew, I would ask for a refund. I would Karen like crazy up in that place. That is that bad of coffee. Imagine if you, imagine this. Just picture this for me. Just picture this. It's a warm day. You get up at 8 a.m. You go outside. You go for a run. Your dad calls. He needs help chopping down a tree at his house. You go out there for the next 2 hours. You're chopping trees. You're in the dirt. It had rained the night before. There's mud all in your shoes and in your socks and all this other stuff. You're getting ready to leave, and both of your cars break down. So you can't leave, and your dad's locked himself out of the house. So you are out in grueling heat now for 5 hours until your mom finally gets there to let you in the house and all this other stuff. Oh, you lost your cell phone, so you can't call a tow truck to get your car, and you're just out in the heat for hours and all that sweat, and then you get home, you barely pull that sock off, and you say, you know what I need? I need some coffee. You pour coffee in that sock and brew it through it. That's what this coffee tastes like.
We're back for another coffee fact.
Coffee fact. I didn't know what you were doing. You kind of scared me. I kind of forgot about coffee facts.
All right, this one. We have so many interesting facts.
Good.
You should just Google coffee facts sometime because we've got some interesting things here. All right. In ancient Arab culture, a woman could only divorce her husband if he didn't like her coffee.
What?
Yeah.
That's it.
We're basing this off of this article here, so I don't know how true these things are, but I'm going to believe this article.
I want to believe that.
I'm believing this article.
So based on...
I don't want to put this article in a box.
No,
and
not
I want
at
to
all.
believe this.
Based on agaboo.com,
yeah.
way back in the day, that's the only way she was getting out of it.
Mm-hmm. Only way.
That's kind of... That doesn't make any sense.
That's very interesting. I would like to know why.
Yes.
Like what the reason is behind that, you know?
Yep.
All right, coffee fact.
Good smell, at least. Doesn't smell like gasoline, so that's a good sign. Kind of concerned for my health after the gasoline coffee, but I'm having a hard time ranking this one. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that this, you don't have to tell me yet, but just when it happens, that this is Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I'm just going out on a limb here. It's good, and it's like basic coffee. It's like good, standard coffee. That's all I can say. It's smooth, but it's strong, but it's like not too strong, not as strong as I personally like it. And there's nothing really like particularly like great about it. There's no like crazy flavors or anything like that. It is just like, imagine the most standard, acceptable, I am happy with this coffee you can imagine. So for that reason, we're gonna put it right here. I feel like that's fair. Oh, this one's nice and dark. I'm getting a weird smell. I'm getting like a plastic smell or something from this. That does not taste good at all. That is nearly flavorless. That tastes awful. Like, at least it's not as bad as this one, because this one was so light that you could see through it. This one tasted like the sock scenario. I won't put you through that again, but you know what I mean? This is just flavorless. This is just nothing. Like, you know how you say water doesn't have a flavor? But drink water, it does have a flavor. It's like, it's different. This is nothing. This shouldn't even exist. This is so bad. But it's not as bad as this bad tasting wheat coffee or this sock coffee. So it's gonna go here third to the last. I'm gonna guess, I don't even know. I never drink it. I'm just gonna guess that's Chick-fil-A coffee. I'm just guessing, but I don't know. Anyways. Blah.
We've got one last coffee fact. This is something that makes me happy. I'll explain in a moment. Coffee was discovered by a goat herder.
Oh, that makes you happy?
Well, let me explain
okay.
more. It was said that coffee was discovered by a goat herder in Ethiopia in the 1500s. He saw his goats eating coffee cherries. That's the part that makes me happy.
What is a coffee cherry?
It's like the I think it's like pre-bean.
Pre-bean?
Yeah.
Like an infant, or like a...
I think it's like...
Like a embryo bean?
Yeah, I think it's like the part of the plant that we make into coffee.
Okay.
I think. Afterwards, he observed a change in their behavior. They gained a high amount of energy and they didn't sleep at night. The herder shared his findings with local monks, and then after they made a drink with coffee beans, they realized they could stay up all night and pray. Then they spread the word to other Ethiopian monks, and it reached across the civilized world.
Dang.
It makes me happy for a lot of reasons. One, I just am imagining these little goats hopping around.
Like getting crazy.
Getting crazy, staying up late, partying, having a good time. And it makes me even more happy that the monks decided to use their discovery of the coffee beans to stay up all night and pray.
Thank you, monks.
Which I appreciate because I am a Christian.
I want to know the difference, like, What made them look at that and go, okay, the goats are eating this, but we're going to figure out how to make a drink out of it? Like, that's a pretty big step from just eating the plant to grows into coffee beans. We grind it up, we pour hot water over it, and then drink it.
Because, I mean, you can eat it.
Yeah.
You can just eat coffee beans.
Yeah, that's why I just wonder what the jump was there. Maybe monks knew something we didn't know. Maybe they just knew.
They were praying a lot, so maybe they did know.
Maybe the Lord did this so that they could stay up and pray. Maybe God gave us coffee supernaturally. Like, we know he made the beans, but like this coffee.
I like that. Yeah. I like that idea.
When you say your prayers at bedtime tonight, thank God for coffee.
Thank God for coffee. Amen.
Amen. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little shook right now. I'm a little shook at my coffee selection. So before we go into the prices and all that other good stuff, I just need to take a second to review. So let's just go in order from best to worst. I rank my best as E-City Java in downtown Anderson. Now, part of this makes me happy because it is like local, so that's cool that I didn't just choose some kind of chain coffee or whatever. But this has me shook because I don't really go here a whole lot. Like, I just don't drink it a whole lot. That's not where I choose to go. And so I'm a little shocked that I decided that was my favorite. Also, I actually had to drink some of this morning, and because it was like overflowing out of the top, and I didn't really like it when I drank it in my car. But something about it in the last 5 minutes or whatever said it was good. Number 2 was Electric City Brewery, the newest coffee shop in Anderson and in downtown. And so this doesn't surprise me. To be honest, I thought this would be in first place because they seem to really take their coffee seriously. I've gotten it a couple of times there and I've always enjoyed it. Third is McDonald's. Now, this actually doesn't surprise me at all because I like McDonald's coffee. Like, I am unapologetic, unashamed, a fan of McDonald's coffee. Here's why. I love my coffee blazing hot, and typically McDonald's coffee is so hot it will actually melt your skin off, so I can't even drink it when I first get it. But it stays hot for a really long time. It's always strong. It's got a good flavor. I'm a McDonald's guy. Now, this is what got me real shook. Chick-fil-A? Chick-fil-A? What? I don't even feel bad about saying this. Chick-fil-A coffee is not good. I don't feel bad about saying it. Eat at Chick-fil-A.
The Lord's coffee?
The Lord's coffee is not good. Eat at Chick-fil-A. I'm not telling anyone to not go there. I'm not even slamming Chick-fil-A. Everybody knows Chick-fil-A is delicious in every other capacity but this. But for some reason, I thought Chick-fil-A coffee was good today. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they've listened to us. Maybe they've improved their coffee selection, but I kind of can't believe it. This kind of has me shook too. Starbucks. Honestly, I would have expected these to have reversed. I would have expected Starbucks to be like 3rd or 4th or something. But that, I mean, I understand. Starbucks is real bitter. It's real strong, and I like strong coffee, but I like strong, like, combined with flavor. And Starbucks just, like, is bitter. My understanding is they burn their beans, so that's kind of like their vibe. That's what they do. So that's where you kind of get that burnt flavor or whatever. But I just can't believe it. Then last, we have got QT. We've got Figs in downtown Anderson. And then we've got Dunkin'. QT, I'm not going to lie, I don't really remember drinking this. This was the flavorless one. No, I do remember. This is the one I said just tasted like nothing. And that doesn't surprise me. QT is good at a lot of stuff, but doesn't surprise me still. Doesn't surprise me. It's gas station coffee. Then we've got Figs. Figs does surprise me. Figs is another local place downtown. Figs is great. Their ice cream is wonderful. I've even had their coffee before and thoroughly enjoyed it. Something just must have happened today because I've had their coffee before and I liked it. Like going in there. They've got a cute little shop in Anderson, but something happened today and it was just weak. Like, I knew the moment I got it that I could see down like through it, and at that point you know it's not going to be good. But then we have Dunkin'. Then we have Sock Coffee. I typically like Dunkin' Donuts. If you had asked me like a year ago how I felt about Dunkin', I would have given it pretty high praise. because it's not burnt like Starbucks. It's basic, it's simple, it's standard. I would have thought this was this and would have switched them. I don't know what happened this morning. I don't know if maybe the new guy was in and it was his first day making coffee and they just didn't train him. I don't know if maybe today was his last day and he thought, I'll show them. I'll just make the worst coffee of all time and then I'm quitting. I don't know if maybe a rat died in the coffee. I don't know what happened, but I can say, seriously, that is the worst cup of coffee I've ever had. And I mean that. That was awful. Now we're gonna rank them on prices though. So is this gonna overall have me shift around still, or is this set in stone?
No, you can move it based on the price. So
Okay.
if you think it's not worth it for the price,
Okay.
even if it's really good coffee, you can move them around.
Sweet.
So we have receipts. We also might have to Google a couple because we left the receipts, and by we I mean Evan.
Now we're going to rank them based on the prices, see if we need to move them around based on how much it's worth. So I'm just gonna go in order from best to worst. First, we've got E-City Java, which I ranked at number 1 for flavor. And here's what's cool. They sent me a text message over the receipt, so I put it on this paper towel. It was only $1.80. That's pretty good. And we have got Electric City. Now, this is where I may have messed up a little bit. I could have sworn that, I don't know if I'm supposed to swear, I could have attested faithfully, as a good Christian should do, that I had the receipt for this. But I'm pretty sure that it was $2.79. Now, you might say, Evan, that's a bit of a high price. $2.79 for a tiny cup of coffee. Here's the reality. When you're buying coffee, you're not just buying coffee, you're buying the whole experience. And I really enjoyed the whole vibe of Electric City Brewery. It's nice on the inside. It feels like a good coffee shop. It's modern. Look at this cup compared to the other cups. E-City Java has this like boo-boo Walmart cup. No offense. It's still a number 1. It's not going anywhere, so I could say that. Boo-boo Walmart cup. You know, all these other things. They have like a nice, cool looking cup. It's a really good coffee. It came in number 2. I'll pay $2.79 for that. We have got McDonald's coffee. This is nuts. You can't even see this because you're too zoomed out. That's $1.09 for McDonald's coffee. To be my number 3, that's insane. Probably, actually, for the price of this 1 cup of coffee, I could get this coffee and a sausage biscuit, so that's breakfast and coffee. If I didn't love coffee so much, I'd switch these two. I really would, but I'm still keeping that there. But that's kind of crazy. Now, we have got Chick-fil-A, which is $1.84. $1.84 for Chick-fil-A. I mean, there's no reason that I would switch between these two. So now we need to ask, what about Starbucks and Chick-fil-A? Starbucks for theirs is $2.34. $2.34 for their cup of coffee. Now, $2.34. So for consistency's sake, we're gonna move it. Because here's the reality, I'll pay $2.34 because I know what I'm getting with Starbucks, and it's the same thing every time. Like, I've never had a Dunkin' moment with Starbucks where I get it and it's the weakest coffee of all time. I know what I'm getting with Starbucks. Chick-fil-A, yeah. But then we move on to QT. QT was $1.62. That's a travesty. You know, honestly, they could give me a lifetime supply of this coffee and I would not feel like I won anything. And for $1.80, so 18 more cents, I get coffee that I like. Whatever. $2.40 for figs. For coffee that was weak, that's disappointing. There's a reason I'm gonna switch these. Because I've had figs on multiple occasions, and I would rather sometimes better coffee than QT than just always bad QT coffee. And then we've got Dunkin'. Dunkin' was $1.59. That was $1.59 too much for that coffee that I just drank today. I don't know what went wrong there. Yeah. There it is. We only had a couple of switcheroos based on consistency, based on price. But there you have it. You've got E-City Java, Electric City Brewery, McDonald's, Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, Figs, QT, also known as Quick Trip, and Dunkin' Donuts. Those are the orders. That's what we got going down. I hope that you enjoyed today's coffee ranking video. Go get you some coffee. Coffee is good. It's a gift from God given to us by the goat people and the monks. Go get you a cup of coffee, and we will see you in our next video.